today I'm going to have you rank these wrestlers 30 and under on a tier list.
Okay, so we got generational. I'm guessing that's going to be wrestlers who are one of a kind, only once in a generation type of wrestlers. Future world champs, that's an obvious one. Mid-carders are also an obvious one. Need to see more. I'm guessing these are going to be people who I haven't seen enough of, and I need to see more of them. And needs better booking that. Those are, I can already think a bunch of people. And not sold on this talent is the last one on this tier list. Go ahead.
All right, the first name on this list is Gabe Kidd.
So Gabe Kidd just showed up on AEW full-time, I think, this year, but he got injured. When we were at AEW Dynasty, when we saw him live, got injured in that trio tag match. So I haven't seen enough of him. I haven't seen much of him at all, to be honest. So I'm going to definitely put him in need to see more.
All right.
To make that call because, he's obviously got a name out there. So, I mean.
We saw him live.
But
he got injured.
He's also part of the dog. He's a part of two different stables, the Dogs and the what do you call it? What's his name? The Death Riders.
The Death? Oh.
Yeah, he's part of two, he said he is. I don't know. I just found that out today.
All right, next on the list we got is Tiffany Stratton. It's Tiffy time.
She's already a world champ, so I feel like she's definitely a multiple world champ. I'll probably put her there. Future world champ would be. I don't see her as generational.
I don't either.
Thing is, she says she's gonna retire by time she's 30. Maybe we should change this to future multiple world champion. That only makes sense because I do think she's gonna win the title a few more times in her career, and then she's probably gonna retire in 3 years from now. So I think she's there. If she was gonna stay a lot longer, I could see her becoming a generational talent. She still lacks a lot of things she had earlier in her career, which is weird. When she first showed up on Raw, she had a lot of great SmackDown on Raw. She had a lot of good. Her mic skills are solid.
Yeah,
and everything about her was there. But now I feel like she's lost a lot of it. She's kind of become a stale version of what she once was. So I'm going to put her in future.
She's stuck in that tweener kind of role. Yeah.
You know what? Needs to be better booking. Needs better booking for sure.
All right.
That's more like it.
Okay. All right. Next we got is Vikingo.
Okay. So I think Vikingo was somebody who peaked earlier on. Because I remember in AEW seeing all these highlights of him going nuts. And he still can, do crazy things. But I think he's kind of lost a lot of popularity, especially in AAA. They booed the shit out of him. He's supposed to be the face of the franchise. I think he's going to be a mid-carder. Even though he won the world title in AAA, I don't see him winning a world title with the WWE or any major organization at this point in his career. So I'm going to put him there.
He's their Cody Rhodes right now.
He is their Cody Rhodes.
All right, next we got is the king of the luchadors, Dominik Mysterio.
Dominik Mysterio does also belong and needs better booking, but he's not like Tiffany Stratton where he said I'm done by 30. I think he has another, like his old man has another maybe 20 years in his career. The old man's still going at it. He's definitely going at it. I don't think he's generational, because if he was generational, I feel like he would be main eventing, maybe even close to main eventing now, or have at least one world champion in his career. I'm going to see the future multi-world champion though.
I would agree, because I feel like he just he does need better booking, but when you look at the AAA side of it, he's great booking. He's 100%. Booked great there.
Oh, he's booked like money.
Yeah, and so it's always a disconnection between the two brands of Raw and AAA.
Yeah.
All right, next on the list we got Sol Ruka.
Damn, she could easily be a generational talent, but I don't think she has the mic skills to be one.
No,
she's great in ring. She's athletic as hell. She can do everything you want her to do. She's just not good on the mic at all. So I do think she's a future multi-world champ. She's not generational because I think we've seen other wrestlers like this who can do flippy stuff. But she's also unreal in the ring, but she just can't talk on the mic. I do think she's going to win a world title in the future. If she doesn't, she might just be a mid-carder, but I do think she's going to win a world title. She has to.
She has to.
It's Sol Ruka. She's over.
All right, next we got is Bron Breakker.
I'm going to say this guy's generational.
He has to be generational.
He's generational. He's being booked so poorly. He's still generational to me. I don't think I need to see anything else from him at this point of his career. I've seen enough. I've seen everything he does. He's got the look. Yeah. He's got the in-ring ability. His mic skills ain't bad. Even though people want to talk about that one promo we cut on CM Punk, his mic skills are so there. He can still talk on the mic.
Yes.
I think he's going to be money in the next 10 years. He's going to be main eventing WrestleManias over and over and over again. He's a generational talent.
I feel like the fact that people still, when he comes out, and they still bark him even though he has the tag titles. They still want they want to high five him. Even online, you see people we got to free him from the
people
division.
Love him.
The people love him.
Yeah,
and I think that just goes to show you that even though he's in a bad situation booking wise, they still want him to be that successful guy
for sure.
All right, next we got is your boy Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia. I would have said this guy was a generational talent. He kept doing the dance move, but he doesn't do it anymore. So I'm going to say he's a mid-carder.
Oh.
I do think he's a mid-carder. I don't know. Maybe he has one world title run in his career, but I think he's going to be a mid-carder just because whatever he had a few years ago. They completely taken away from him. And his career trajectory at this point to me does not look like a future world champion.
Damn.
Unfortunately.
All right, next on the list we got is Roxanne Perez.
Damn. She is somebody else who needs better booking. Maybe my boy Daniel Garcia also needs better booking. But also in AEW, you get to do your own work half the time, so I can't say much. But Roxanne Perez definitely needs to be booked way better than she is right now. She's stuck in the Judgment Day vortex, being a part of the group, which is BS. She hasn't won a title like I thought she would win one at this point in her career. Maybe a mid-card title. She probably should have won a Intercontinental title at this point, or even a tag title. She's probably better off without the group at this point, leaving too. I mean, she just needs to be booked way better by the WWE.
I'm just gonna say right now, if you're in a faction in the WWE, your career's cooked at this point.
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble. Unless you're in the bloodline, you're
and even
trouble.
then,
Even then, you're taking a deep downfall. Yeah. All right, next on the list we got is Jack Perry.
Jungle Boy himself, one of the original 4 pillars of AEW. As a CM Punk guy. Well, okay, I think Jack...
Not so. Get the hell out of here, Jack Perry.
I don't know what to say about Jack Perry, because Jack Perry, I was really high on him, especially in the early days, and then when he even turned heel and did the whole thing with CM Punk, and he joined the Young Bucks and Okada, I thought he had a promising future ahead of him, and now I think he's just stuck in limbo. I don't know what's going on with him in his career. I do think he's going to win a world title at one point in his career. Will he win multiple? Maybe not. I think he's going to be at the top of the mid-card for me.
Okay.
Or should I just say he's not sold, because I do think he's supposed to be a...
If you're not sold on him...
I'm not sold on Jack Perry anymore.
Then you're not sold on him.
I was once. Not anymore.
All right. Yeah, ever since the CM Punk thing, right?
Yeah.
All right, next, we got his Lash Legend.
I think Lash Legend is going to be used as somebody who's a giant in the women's division by the WWE. And I think she's already being booked that way, kind of the way it's her and Nia Jax being... side by side, I can see her beating somebody like Chelsea Green to eventually lose a title to Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair in the future, or somebody else who needs to beat her, right?
Yes.
Maybe even a Tiffany Stratton. She could be like a monster in a world champ, but I do think she's a mid-carder, not a multi-time world champ. Maybe that happens, but I doubt it happens. She's going to be a mid-carder, I feel like.
All right, next we got is Megan Bayne.
See, this is another person who I've barely have watched on TV. So, but I do think, like, I saw her on the one time I really noticed her was during the Mick Foley segment recently where he started saying bow wow. So I do think I need to see way more of her. She wrestled with Tony Storm and just watched the match today, so I'll put her in need to see more.
All right, next we got is Kyle Fletcher.
This guy has everything you need in anything you want, right?
Yeah.
He's got the look of a wrestler. He's got the wrestling style. He's got the mic skills. This guy is generational. And I think he might be more generational than Bron Breakker is.
Damn.
He might be the top dog in generational talent. He's unreal to me. Because every time I watch him on TV or see him on screen or pay-per-view or anything, I'm paying attention. And I'm watching his matches from end to start to finish.
He's got a good look.
He's got everything you need.
I agree. All right, next we got Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace needs to be better booking. She hasn't been on TV in months. She's 30 years old too, so she barely made the cut. I actually think she turned 30 this year. So I do think she needs better booking for sure. She was supposed to be in a match with Jade Cargill, and then I don't know what happened to her throughout the year. She's kind of got lost in the sauce. But
all right, next we got is Axiom.
Axiom, I think, is a mid-card for life. He's kind of reminds me of Ricochet. Like, he's fast, he's amazing in ring, but then I don't think there's anything else to him.
I feel like he's more comparable to like someone like Shelton Benjamin.
Ooh, really?
Because I feel like he's athletic. He's good in the ring.
So is Ricochet.
Yeah, but Ricochet's bald, so...
Axiom wears a mask. Axiom is like that wrestler I think the WWE just sees as like, oh, another one of those in-ring talents. Yeah, and then we're not going to really push him to the main event ever. Dudes. Yeah, the flippy dudes.
All right. Next, we got is JC Jane.
JC Jane has looked deadly on Raw and started SmackDown recently, and I do think she's going to win a world title soon. I don't know if it's going to happen, ASAP, but I do think she's a future world champ.
I agree.
For sure, multi-world. She's dope. She's sick.
All right, next we got is Leon Slater.
It makes me sick that Leon Slater is only 21 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, I could say he's generational, but he's so young still. Putting those expectations on somebody that young ain't fair, but I think he will be a future multi-world champion. If you're doing it at 21 years old and you made a name for yourself, there's a lot of promise there.
I didn't even know he was that young.
He's very young.
Killing it.
Yeah.
All right, next on the list, I think this is obvious where this one's going. Rhea Ripley.
She's generational.
She's probably the top of generational.
She's done the most out of all these people. She's already won. She could have made an event at WrestleMania 39 if they wanted her to. And then WrestleMania 40, she had a good match with Becky Lynch, had a banger against Bianca Belair and Io Sky. She's already at the biggest moments of them all. She's only 29, and she's doing all this stuff, so she's already made it. She's a future Hall of Famer already guaranteed. She's at the top of generational.
All right, next we got is Kevin Knight.
Kevin Knight's been a great year for him so far. He's been killing it. Now, is he going to be a future world champ? Probably. I think they're getting ready to pass that torch on in AEW from the old guard to the new guard. I mean, they've kind of been, some of the guys that have been there since day one have been winning championships recently too. Like Darby Allin won his first title. I think Kevin Knight wins the title in like 5 years, maybe 4 years.
With AEW, I could see them like doing it within like 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I like the way they move with the title.
Swerve Strickland won.
Yeah.
I think once he started getting over with the fans, he went from the tag team to the world championships pretty fast. I think Kevin Knight could also do that, like make that jump, because he's already over right now. And he has a look to a wrestler. I mean, and I think he's pretty good on the mic. So I think he's got that future world champ. I might put him above everybody else besides Dominik Mysterio on this list.
Ooh, I don't hate that. I kind of feel like that's one thing I love that AEW does compared to WWE.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to pull the trigger when they want on a guy.
For sure.
They give it to Darby Allin,
Yeah.
they make a great story out of it. They give it back to Kenny Omega, they're going to make a good story out of it.
100%.
Like they're not afraid to go back, like give a guy a chance and be like, okay, it didn't work. Let's just go back to what does work. We'll go back to MJF. We'll go back to Kenny Omega, and then they'll go back to giving guy a chance again. Like I like that.
Smart business.
Smart business. All right, next we got is Blake Monroe.
Another person who needs to be booked better. The women's division of WWE is pretty deep, but man, they do not get any TV time, especially the younger talent.
No.
Like Blake Monroe has been signed for almost a year now. I mean, since the beginning of the year, I think, and she's been on TV once, backstage segments mostly.
She attacked what's her name one time.
Yeah, Candice LeRae.
As well. Was it.
I think she attacked one more person, but I can't even remember now because she's barely on TV. She also eats donuts and catering. She's really proud of that. But I don't think you should be able to. I don't think you should have to tweet something like that if you're into the WWE and you've been dreaming to be in the WWE. It's just not fair to her. I think she needs to be booked better.
All right, next we got is Javon Evans.
I might just say he's generational.
I feel like he's on that.
I know I didn't want to put Leon Slater there. Maybe that's not fair for him either.
Maybe. I don't. Actually, you're right, probably right. Because you know what? One thing I think we got to see more is like when they're put underneath the spotlight of like someone like Bron Breakker or someone like Oba Femi. We haven't seen that yet, right?
I can see Javon Evans becoming. He's definitely going to become a future multi-world champion. If he isn't WWE messed up, I do think he's good on the mic. He's going to get better. I think once he gets a little older too, because right now he's young. And he kind of plays into being that young 22-year-old. I'm nervous. Or like, I'm bouncy and all this stuff like that. And if he can get to that series stage, and then that's when I think the WWE will truly invest into him. Right now, he's just that guy in the mid-card that they'll put in matches and maybe win the IC title eventually, and he'll be doing the cool spots right now in his career.
All right, next.
I can see him going into the Jeff Hardy trajectory too in his career. Kind of becoming like leveling up as every year goes.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
All right, next on the list. I know where this one's going. MJF.
Right to generational. I don't know if I'm putting him over Rhea Ripley. Maybe I will.
I think you got.
He's the face of the franchise, man. He's the face of one of the biggest competitors. He's the guy. He should be. If he was in the WWE, he'd be the guy too. I feel like he'd be the main eventing at least one WrestleMania at this point in his career. This guy's unreal. At 30 years old, 3-time AEW champ, he's the man.
I think you said it best in our this or that video. When he's the champ and he's on the top, AEW looks like it's the
so
best
good.
thing ever.
Yeah, because he's just like money. He's money.
Yeah, he is.
That's
money.
all he is.
All right, next on the list we got is Lyra Valkyria.
Another person who needs to be booked better. I think.
What do you mean you don't like her depressed stage?
Well, I like it. It's just not on TV ever. It's usually on TMZ or some random interview I'm seeing on Instagram. I'm like, where's she on TV? And they just show up a backstage segment. So I don't think she's been booked that well. If they start showing her on TV, maybe my mind will change.
All right, next we got is Hook.
I'm not sold on Hook.
Yeah.
I think he might be the second guy to go not sold. Just I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I gotta see more of him. Maybe that's what I'm gonna put him in. I need to see more.
Okay.
I've heard all the hype. I just never seen him like get to that level of being like, oh, this guy's gonna be world champ. I think maybe mid carder at this point, but I don't know where he's gonna be. I need to see more of him.
All right, next we got is Kalani Jordan.
Kalani Jordan in ring is elite. She just seems like the type of person who's gonna be stuck in the mid card though.
I agree.
Because I think she could easily become a main eventer. It's like, her significant other, Carmelo Hayes. But I think WWE likes to box her talent a lot, and she might be one of those people who are going to get boxed pretty fast.
No argument there for me. All right, next on the list, last one, the big dog. I shouldn't say big dog because it's Bron Breakker's thing. Oba Femi.
The ruler. The king of the ring. This guy is also generational. Guy will be the biggest thing in the game in probably a year by WrestleMania 43. I think he takes over the world of wrestling. He's already on the way there. This should be the year he takes it over. This is his Austin 97 year right now we're seeing from Oba Femi.
I feel like we haven't seen like a wrestler built like him in a long time.
Not since Brock Lesnar, I guess. And I think he's bigger than Brock.
And that's what I mean. Like the fact that WWE is the company that loves these big guys, and they couldn't build a big guy until him. It's kind of disappointing.
He's got everything you need. He's unreal on the mic.
He is,
and he just wants to be better and better, and wants to get to that level. I think where he's at right now, if you compare him to somebody like Roman Reigns, who's in the main event scene all the time, I think Roman Reigns was probably the same age as he was when he started getting pushed. I think he's better off than what Roman Reigns was back then.
Oh, easily. He leaps and bounds.
He gets it. Like everything you have to do in the ring, you have to do on the mic. He knows how to do it. He's easily going to be like the biggest star in wrestling in a year's time, or maybe 2 years. I think he'll be the biggest name in the game.
You know what I like? Well, it's obviously for the AEW people, but like for the top guys of the generation on the WWE ones, they're always there.
Yeah.
Like unless they're injured, they're always there. Bron Breakker's on every Raw.
Yeah.
Oba Femi's on every Raw.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley, whenever she's healthy, she's on every SmackDown.
Yeah.
I just feel like if you want to be a generational talent in the WWE, you got to be there every week.
100%.
Until you get the Roman Reigns payday, and you're like,
oh, you say, screw you.
I'll show up when I want to show up.
Screw these guys who show up every week. I'll show up when I want to show up.
Exactly. The money's me.
I'll hold the titles hostage. I think it's a pretty solid list.
I think it's a great list.
Let us know who I have wrong and who I have right on this list in the comment section below. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.